Hello, baseball fans, and welcome to a beautiful Sunday afternoon at Athletic Park in Wausau, Wisconsin. The final time that the Rivets are in Wausau is this two-game series with the Woodchucks. Coming into this game, the Rivets are at 19-19 overall after dipping below 500 for the first time. Going into last night's game, a nail-biter win put them all even at 500, 8 games back of the first place Madison Mallards. And the Wisconsin Woodchucks, after sitting at the bottom of the South Division for a good chunk of the year, have given themselves a 1.5 game lead over the now last place Green Bay Bullfrogs. Green Bay sits at 13-27. Wisconsin sits at 14-25. However, Wisconsin is coming off of getting swept by the Lakeshore Chinooks. On the mound for the Wisconsin Woodchucks tonight will be number 17, Zach De La Garza. De La Garza, 6-foot lefty out of San Antonio, Texas. Attends his college ball at St. Mary's University last season. He had a 2.6 ERA, 93 1/3 innings pitched, 82 strikeouts, and a 10-3 record. As a freshman, he threw just over 37 innings and had 37 strikeouts. This season in the Northwoods League, he started one game for the Wisconsin Woodchucks, and it was his last outing against Green Bay Bullfrogs. Threw 4 innings, allowed 2 hits, struck out 2, and picked up the win in a game that the Woodchucks would eventually take 7-2. The thing is he has struggled against a Madison team that has much different bats than the Green Bay Bullfrogs. Madison, like I mentioned earlier, they're in first place. In 2 games against them, he allowed 4 runs in 3 1/3 innings pitched. Other than that, he has not allowed an earned run against any other team. In the first time these two teams met, on June 16th, he threw 1 inning, didn't allow a hit, 3 up, 3 down, and that's the reason why his ERA is at 2.57 in 14 innings pitched thus far this year, 10 strikeouts, 4 walks. First pitch upcoming to Brennan Reback, who will lead us off for the Rivets today. Reback playing center. Martin will bat second. He's playing left field, excuse me. Strike in there. Count goes 0-1. Bunnell batting third. He's the DH. Mascarella, the catcher, batting fourth. Jacob Vanderwall in right field. That one misses outside. Count now 1-1. Vanderwall in right field. Kean O'Brien playing second base. Corey Wright at first. Hal Hughes at third. Unconventional for him, as he usually is the shortstop for this Rivet squad. And then Justin Walker will play shortstop and bat in the 9 spot. Ball high and inside there. Counts now 2-1 for Reback. Rockford Rivets repping their black jerseys and the ash gray pants. That one on the outside. Called strike by the home plate umpire, Michael Chuckerman. Chuckerman behind the plate. Zach Edgens over at first, and Alex Sanchez will be the umpire over at third. That pitch right down Main Street, called strike. And so Brennan Reback goes down looking. Now Brock Martin will make his way up for his first at-bat of the game. The defensive alignment for the Wisconsin Woodchucks. The outfield's made up of Zach DeLoach, Reese Alexiadis, and Cooper Swanson. Swanson making his first start this season for the Woodchucks in the outfield. That one into Brock Martin for a called strike. Count goes 0-1. Brent Broussard making his first start at third base for the Woodchucks. Nick Lofton at short. Peter on a second. Alex Terrell at first. Ball goes outside. Count goes 1-1. And Dominic Dorenzo will be behind the plate, catching the balls from Zach De La Garza. The 1-1. Swing and a miss there from Brock Martin. Count now 1-2. 1 out. Nobody on here. Top of the first. Swung on and missed there, and so 2 straight strikeouts to start off the outing for Zach De La Garza on the mound. De La Garza, 6 foot, 195 pounds. Throws with his left hand. Now he's going to see his fellow lefty, Cade Bunnell. And the Wisconsin Woodchucks rocking their home white pinstripes. Right down Main Street, called strike. Count goes 0-1 for Bunnell. 10th pitch of the inning and the day for Zach De La Garza. 2 outs here, nobody on, top of the first. Fouled that one back. Count now 0-2. Right now, 8 pitches thrown from Zach De La Garza. 11 pitches thrown. 8 of them have been strikes. The 0-2 coming now. Kicks and deals. That one off the outside. Count goes 1-2. Y. Mascarella on deck for the Rockford Rivets. His only home run this season has come in this park. Swing and a miss there, so striking out the side to start us off is Zach De La Garza. It's going to be the first crack for the Cobra, Evan Snyder, when we get back in just a second. Back here in the bottom of the first to lead off the offensive side of the game for the Wisconsin Woodchucks is Brant Broussard. He's batting first and playing third base for the Woodchucks. He's going to be getting his first pitch from Evan Snyder. Called strike in there, count 0-1. Evan Snyder, Ottawa, Illinois native. Throws with his right hand, 6'3", 215. Sophomore at Parkland Community College, transferring to Western Kentucky next year. Count now 1-1 after that ball missed outside. He's had some good outings to start the year, but it's kind of taken a little bit of a nosedive. That one misses outside. Count now 2-1 is the last out against Kalamazoo. Only got through 3 innings. Allowed 4 earned runs, 6 runs total. Picked up the loss his first of the year. That one misses high. Count now 3-1. On the season, 23 strikeouts for Snyder compared to 15 walks, 5.4 ERA, 22 hits allowed. He also has 1 save. That one missed outside, and so a leadoff walk to Brant Broussard. The lineup for the Woodchucks. Broussard leading it off. Alexiadis playing second. Shelby, who had 2 home runs and was the Northwoods League Player of the Night, is the DH, batting third. Lofton is fourth. Zach DeLoach fifth. Alex Terrell playing first is sixth. And the bottom 3 are Swanson, Dorenzo, and Peter Hahn. That one down the middle. Called strike. Count goes 0-1. Broussard has wheels over there on first. Definitely something to keep an eye on, and I'm sure Evan Snyder and this Rivets defense is well aware of it. He's going. The throw from Mascarella. Safe over there at second, and it was a ball. And count at 1-1 for Brant Broussard. That was another steal on the year for him. Now a 1-1 pitch coming to Alexiadis. That one high and inside. Count goes 2-1. Defense for the Rivets today. Brock Martin playing left field. Brennan Reback in center. Jacob Vanderwall in right. Breaking ball misses. Count now 3-1 for Alexiadis versus Snyder. The infield is made up of Hal Hughes, Justin Walker, Kean O'Brien, and Corey Wright. And catching the pitches from Evan Snyder is Wyatt Mascarella. (3-1). Snyder kicks and deals outside, snagged well by Mascarella. But count, or now it's 2 walks to lead off the game for Evan Snyder, and already some frustration from the Cobra, who barely got out of his last first inning that he started through 34 pitches against Kalamazoo. And thankfully for him, it was a failed steal of home plate that bailed him out of the inning. And now the 0-0 pitch coming to Jaron Shelby. That one hit Shelby, and Snyder's going to load the bases now. First pitch hit him, and all of a sudden the bases are loaded with no outs right now. And Shelby, who has 2 home runs last night in Capco Park against the Lakeshore Chinooks in a losing effort, now is reaching first on a hit by pitch this time. I'm sure a little bit easier, as that one kind of comes right to you. But now some big plays need to be made by this Rivets defense with the bases loaded, and no balls in play yet for the Woodchucks bats. But this ballpark, that one down the middle, called strike against Nick Lofton. This Woodchucks ballpark, 360 to center field, 304 in left, 316 in right. So a little bit smaller dimensions than Rivet Stadium, more of a hitter's park for sure, than the one down in Rockford. That one, Mascarella tried to frame it, couldn't get the call. Count now 1-1. Woodchucks have kind of had the Rivets numbers this year. In 4 games played, the Woodchucks lead the series 3-1. That one's a called strike. And as of right now, it's kind of just the Woodchucks not really swinging at anything. I think a couple foul balls. But other than that, they're really letting Snyder dig his own grave right now. The 1-2, breaking ball, and he swings at that one. And it was going to be inside, I believe, but it will end up being fouled back. Count stays 1-2. Lofton not wanting to be the first out of this inning. Lofton, not a Baylor, batting .269 on the year. 11 RBIs, has a chance to add to that here. The 1-2, swung on, high fly ball, and Corey Wright won't be able to snag it. And everybody will score, or everybody will advance a base, and Broussard will score on what most likely will be an RBI single for Nick Lofton.
Now batting for the Woodchucks from Texas A&M, number 4, Zach Deloach.
Now Zach Deloach with the bases loaded and nobody out. Corey Wright had a chance there in shallow right field. That one swung on. A high chop. It's going to get to Evan Snyder, and he's going to be able to get the first out of the inning. And obviously upset with himself. A run will come home. Alexiadis scores.
Now batting for the Woodchucks from the University of Miami, number 15, Alex Perron.
So Lofton on second, Shelby on third now. And it will be Alex Terral making his way to the dish for the Woodchucks for his first time today. Long leadoff for Jaron Shelby over there on third. Really creeping up. Ball goes outside. Count 1-0 with one out here. Runners on second and third. 2-0. The Woodchucks lead the Rivets here in the bottom of the first. That one misses as Mascarell tried to frame it. Count 2-0. That one from Snyder is inside, misses again, and Snyder is on the verge of walking another Woodchucks batter. It would be his third walk of the inning if he throws a ball right here. That one swung on, and it's going to be foul down the left field line. Game time temperature here, 86 degrees. Not too humid, and so it doesn't, not really feeling too hot. Here's the 3-1 now. Called strike, and some groans from the crowd here as the count goes full now. Not liking that one, just on that outside edge. The payoff pitch. That one just about the same spot, but I think after the review he got from the crowd last time, not about to call that one a strike again. So the walk will reload the bases. 23rd pitch of the inning for Evan Snyder. It's really getting up there. He's going to need to get this out in a hurry if he wants to get it back. And as Cooper Swanson makes his way to the dish, shouts of Coop come out from the Wisconsin Woodchucks crowd here at Athletic Park. Here's the 0-0. That one's going to hit Coop, and Shelby will get home on the hit by pitch with the bases loaded. Score now 3-0 here, bottom of the first inning. Brian Smith is gonna go talk with Evan Snyder right now. Waves off Mascarell, so Mascarell is not gonna come up. Just going to be between manager and pitcher. And now Mascarella comes up. 3-0 here. Snyder never really getting control of this game, as it took him a while just to get the first out of the inning. A chance for Corey Wright on that high fly ball that just found its way into shallow right field. Michael Chuckerman now coming up. Maybe coming around the mound, trying to get these guys to hurry up a little bit. And right as he gets to the mound, they turn around as they finish their conversation. Already some work going on in the bullpen right now. Don't know who we're seeing, but it very well could be one of the new guys, the many new guys in this Rivets lineup that might be slated to start in the future. That one on the outside. Count goes 1-0. 25 pitches for Evan Snyder. Here's the 1-0. That one blocked well by Mascarella. Count still 2-0. Snyder with obvious looks of frustration on his face here. Bottom of the first inning, bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the 2-0. That one on the inside edge, called strike. Now the 2-1. That one swung on and missed. The Rivets have recent memories as the second to last inning they played here. Adrian Marquez had a grand slam hit against him to tie the game in the bottom of the 9th. 2-2 now. Called strike 3. Some groans from the crowd, but the second out of the inning nonetheless. And now Snyder's going to need to get the final out in 4 or 5 pitches or less. Peter on, the number 9 hitter, up. And if you're going to get somebody on this Woodchucks team out in this starting lineup for them today, it might be Peter on. On the outside, called strike. And out of all the starters today, it is Peter on batting 207, 4th lowest on the team. Big opportunity for him, though. That one, another called strike. Now he's behind 0-2. On from Michigan State. 7 RBIs on the year. Good swing here. Could give him double digits. That one misses by just a shred. Count now 1-2. He has 2 more pitches before he will be. And a swing and a miss there, and a big strikeout to finish off this inning. Only 3 coming across, and it could have been much worse as 3 were left on base. We'll be right back for the top of the second. Back here, top of the second, Wyatt Mascarell will lead us off at Athletic Park in Wausau, Wisconsin. First pitch to Wyatt Mascarell, a high fly ball. Maybe a chance for the right fielder. It's going to get down in fair territory and past a diving Cooper Swanson. Mascarella hustling to third. He's going to be in there standing up. And so a big triple there to answer a 3-run. Oh, and it does go out of play, so Mascarella is going to have to begrudgingly take the walk back to second base, as Mascarella, not the speedster on the team, and I'm sure he was really happy to see a triple on his stat sheet, but instead he's going to have to take the double. Found its way out of play over there in right field. And just the same spot, a little bit deeper, but a same spot that the RBI single from Lofton plopped last inning down on that right field line. Now Vanderwall with a big chance. Runner in scoring position, first time the Rivets have had that today. Thought about it, didn't go, count goes 1-0. Mascarella, that was his 4th double of the year. Batting .333 on the fading season now that we're over the halfway point. Big swing and a miss from Vanderwall. De La Garza sets on the mound. That one on the outside. Count now 2-1. 3-0. The Woodchucks lead the Rivets right here. Top of the second inning. Mascarella on second with a leadoff ground rule double. And Vanderwall at the plate with no outs. The 2-1 coming to Vandy. Thought about it, didn't go. Ended up in the dirt. Count now 3-1. Vandy on the season batting .276 in 28 games played. He has a 14-game road hitting streak. And that one will be a high fly ball, and it will get into the glove of Reese Alexiadis out in center field. So he's going to wait till his next at-bat. He's going to need to see if he can continue that road hit streak. Up now, Kean O'Brien. O'Brien out of Kent State, batting .375. This is only his 4th game in a Rivets uniform this year. 1 double for him, struck out once as well. First pitch to O'Brien, swung on, it's going to get down. And it will not be enough to score, but to score Mascarella from second, as Mascarella was holding up, making sure he was going to be able to run to third in general, as it snuck right by the glove of Brant Broussard, the third baseman. And as good defense by Zach DeLoach in left field, who snagged it, and he hasn't done enough to make sure that Wyatt Mascarella doesn't advance there from third. First pitch into Corey Wright is a called strike. Count 0-1. O'Brien on first now. Mascarella on third. Pickoff attempt over to O'Brien. Top of the second inning here, 3-0 Wisconsin Woodchucks over the Rockford Rivets. Runners on the corners right now with 1 out here for the Rockford Rivets. That one goes high. Count now even at 1-1 with 1 out. 10th pitch of the inning upcoming for Zach De La Garza as Wyatt Mascarella led off the inning with a ground ruled double. And De La Garza takes a long couple glances over at Kean O'Brien on first, and that one's fouled back by Corey Wright. These are some of the situations that Brian Smith has become so frustrated with in the last couple games, is not being able to finish with chances, especially with a guy getting in scoring position with no outs. It seems like most of the time the Rivets have had an opportunity like that. They haven't been able to punch a runner home or as many runners home as they would have wanted to. A 1-2 coming now. On the outside, called ball. Count goes 2-2. Right now, a good ball to the outfield will at least score a run and put the Rivets on the board. Hal Hughes on deck. Breaking ball there, misses. Groans from the crowd. Count, and it goes full now at 3-2 with 1 out. Corey Wright, third to last on this team in batting average with a 147 batting average in 12 games played. That one on the inside, and he's going to walk, and Hal Hughes is going to have the bases loaded with 1 out.
Now batting for the Rivets, number 3, Hal Hughes.
Hal Hughes, third on the team in batting average. This will be his 17th game played, his 69th at-bat. Batting .294 on the season. The LSU shortstop was a regular for the Tigers this year at shortstop, usually near the bottom of the lineup. Batting 8th in the lineup tonight. First pitch to Hal Hughes is high. Count goes 1-0. Mascarella on third. Kean O'Brien on second. Corey Wright on first. 1 out here. Top of the second inning. 3-0 Woodchucks lead the Woodchucks lead the Rockford Rivets. That one on the inside of the strike zone. Hal Hughes had to contort his body out of the way of it. Called strike anyway. Count goes 1-1. That one swung on, and it will get under the glove of the first baseman, Terral, who was trying to scoop it off the dirt on a perfectly hit ball. And so it will be no. So it's an error on the fielder's choice. Essentially, it will be an RBI for Hal Hughes. But there was a flip to second where Terral had a clean chance to make a play. That one swung on by Justin Walker. That's going to get down and score 1 run. But Corey Wright will hold at second. And now all of a sudden it's 3-2 here. And the bases have been loaded a lot this ballgame thus far. So Reback back up for the top of the order. RBI single from Justin Walker and an RBI fielder's choice error for Hal Hughes. And that one is a called strike on the outside edge. Count goes 1-0 for, or 0-1, excuse me, for Reback. That one just foul. Count's going to be 0-2 now for Reback. So now Reback with a big 0-2 coming up. Reback on the season, 16 RBIs, one behind Pat Leffler for the lead on this Rivets team. That one is a ball. Count goes 1-2. Bases loaded, one out here for Brennan Reback. It would be a big strikeout for Zach De La Garza, but he's going to hit Brennan Reback, and the second time we've seen a hit by pitch score a run. That one got way away from Zach De La Garza, and that was basically taken on Reback's back right side. He bats from the left side, and a kidney shot essentially on that pitch. And the infield's going to come in, and not a lot of work going in the bullpen right now. But as the discussion happens on the mound, we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. 3-3 ball game here in Athletic Park. First pitch for Brock Martin is swung on and fouled back. Count goes 0-1. It's a 3-3 ball game right now, and it's a little bit of some unconventional ways of scoring, but 3 runs come across nonetheless. RBI single from Justin Walker was the highlight, and now Brock Martin behind 0-2. Inning got started with a ground rule double from Wyatt Mascarella, and then as that one's going to be a double play opportunity. Instead, it will just be safe over at first, and let's see, it will be counted as a hit, and an RBI single, infield single for Brock Martin, who hit a hot shot to Nick Lofton over there at short, and so he took the 0-2 pitch, and the Rivets have the lead here. A 4-run rally in the top of the second. Al Hughes scores there. Now Justin Walker, who had the RBI single. Other than a Vanderwall flyout, every Rivet has reached base thus far this inning that's come up to the plate. Cade Bunnell will lead us, or will be the next Rivet to come up to the dish. And on deck is Wyatt Mascarella, who started us off this inning. (1-0) coming here, 1 out, bases loaded. Swung on. That one's going to be chopped down the first base line and get out of play for a foul ball. Count 1-1 now. De La Garza with some action going in the Woodchucks bullpen is at 26 pitches this inning. He looked really good the first inning. Threw 13 pitches, struck out everybody. And now showing some weakness in this inning. That's Cade Bunnell. He's going to rip that one into right field, and he gets an RBI single, scores his Indiana Hoosier teammate, Justin Walker. And now De La Garza on the mound, probably on limited time. Unless he can get a big double play here to get out of this inning. It's a mirage of runs, and Wyatt Mascarella, we go all the way around the order. Mascarella almost got a triple last time up. Ended up being a ground rule double because the ball went out of play. And so maybe Mascarella saying, I want to triple this time around, or at least something to get him our RBI under his belt, as he already has a run. Swung on first pitch, fouled back, count goes 0-1. 5-3 ball game now here at Athletic Park. Top of the second, bases loaded for Mascarella with 1 out. That one high and away, count even now at 1-1. Swung on, fouled back. Now the count is 1-2. De La Garza is at 30 pitches. So right now, a double play ball would be very fortunate, as maybe there was a chance for a double play on that hot shot to Nick Lofton, the shortstop, from Brock Martin, but instead it was just too hot to handle and maybe trying to do too much. That one swung on, fouled back, just staying alive is Mascarella. Count stays 1-2 with 1 out, bases loaded. 31 from De La Garza. Kean O'Brien on deck. Excuse me, actually Jacob Vanderwall on deck. Kean O'Brien in the hole. Count 1-2 coming to Mascarella. And a big swing and a miss there. And so Mascarella will strike out, and Vanderwall, I said he's going to have to wait till a later time to try and continue his road hit streak of 14 games. And, well, here's another chance for him. He's going to need to get done with Jacob Vanderwall in 2 pitches. Zach De La Garza is, or he will be forced to come out next inning. So Evan Snyder just avoided it. And a swing and a miss from Vanderwall there. And the thing is if he wants to come back, he can't strike out Jacob Vanderwall, essentially, because that would need 3 pitches. He needs to do it in 2. So this pitch is the critical one. He's going to step off the mound. If this pitch isn't an out, De La Garza will not be allowed to return next inning. On the inside, almost hit Vanderwall, and it will be the last inning of work for De La Garza today. 35th pitch upcoming, and unless, I guess, he could pick somebody off and get it out without throwing a pitch, but I'm sure the Rivets will be smart enough on the base pass to make sure that doesn't happen. That one on the outside edge, called strike, and that is number 35. And as the announcement is made that he's thrown 35 pitches, De La Garza kind of slaps his head back, and you can see some agony in his reaction there. And there's some pretty serious warm-ups going on in the bullpen right now for the Rivets. It might be, it's not Snyder because it's a lefty. We might see a new pitcher for the Rivets in the bottom of the second as well. Swing and a miss there, and that is a strikeout to end the inning, and an ovation from the crowd here as De La Garza will be done after allowing 5 runs this inning and throwing 36 pitches. We'll be back. The Rivets lead 5-3 here going into the bottom of the second. Rivets manager Brian Smith has decided to go with a pitching change right now, not forced into it like Andrew Fabian will be for the Woodchucks, but nonetheless has made the call to the bullpen, bringing in number 16, Brandon Hickey. Brandon Hickey out of Moni, Illinois. Lefty, southpaw from Robert Morris. That one misses. Count goes 1-0 for Hickey against the leadoff man for the Wisconsin Woodchucks, Brant Broussard. 5'10", 175 pounds. Like I mentioned, the lefty, junior Robert Morris. That one in the dirt. Count now 2-0, so 2 straight balls to Brant Broussard, who walked on a 3-1 pitch his last time up and now sees 2 more balls. Only 1 strike he's seen on the day today. The 2-0. That one in the zone, called strike. Count now 2-1. Final line for Snyder, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit allowed, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, 2 hit by pitches. And that is the 3 runs across. For the Woodchucks thus far, Brant Broussard now, after seeing another ball there, count now 3-1. That one swung on and dribbled, and it's going to go foul. Now the count's going to be full for Hickey, trying to take care of his first batter he's seen today. Little update on the Northwoods League scoreboard right now. Sunday games going on throughout the day. We got a final out of Battle Creek, 7-1. The Bombers beat the Madison Mallards, who are now losers of 5 straight, I believe. Yes, they are. 0-5 to start the second half. That one's Hal Hughes is going to have trouble with that one over at third, and that's going to be a hit. A hard ground ball for Hal Hughes, a tough play to make. Infield single for Broussard, and he's on. Some more Northwoods League scores going on right now. Fond du Lac up by 1 run on the Green Bay Bullfrogs. Eau Claire beating Rochester by 1. Wilmar up on Bismarck, 5-0. Bismarck on the verge of losing their 5th straight game, so both first half champions really coasting maybe a little too much. First pitch in there to Alexiadis, called strike. Count goes 0-1. Some other games just starting up. Waterloo and La Crosse just started their 0-0. And then in the pregame, we got Duluth St. Cloud, Kalamazoo Kenosha. Ball there, counts 1-1. And also Wisconsin Rapids and Lakeshore. And then in the North Division at 5:05 and 6:05 is Waterloo versus La Crosse and Thunder Bay versus Mankato, respectively. Alexiadis at the dish now. Alexiadis also reached on a walk last inning, like many of the Woodchucks batters that got free bases. Frustrating start for Evan Snyder, and I'm sure he's not very happy with himself. And I'm assuming that Zach De La Garza not happy with himself either, after he's going to have to exit after 2 innings. That one on the outside counts now 2-1. 10th pitch of Hickey's day upcoming. Swing and a miss there. A big breaking ball from Hickey. And now a 2-2. 1 strike away from getting his first strikeout of the season. Oh, and they just said he missed. So what happened there was, sorry, I was looking down for a second. There was a pickoff attempt over to Corey Wright at first, trying to catch Broussard. and Broussard went to second, and the throw to Kean O'Brien at second, they said he didn't get the tag, and Kean O'Brien not happy at all with the call. Right now he's glaring at the first base umpire, Zach Edgens over there, who made the call, trying to get some sort of clarification. And that's a tough one because it's a bang-bang play for the umpires, and, you know, if you see that he doesn't get the tag, you can't say that he did. 2-2, swung on. Will freeze the runner over, and another close play and another safe. So Brant Broussard played that pretty well as he froze over at second, waited for Hal Hughes to field it and throw it to first, and then went over to third, and Justin Walker covering nicely, but couldn't get the tag there. And I'm sure as the LSU teammates Brant Broussard and Hal Hughes are talking right now, I wonder if Hal Hughes is asking, hey, did you get tagged over there on second? Because if so, he was out by a mile. So now Jaron Shelby making his way up with the runner in scoring position, and 3 RBIs last night. So I'm sure a situation he loves to see right now. Scores 5-3 here. That one's swung on. Nice play by Hal Hughes. He's going to dive and make that snag and throw across, and that was a great play. A run will score, but Hal Hughes getting out number 2 here. Oh, my word. And so Broussard scores 5-4 now here. The 2 outs, nobody on. That one, first pitch into Lofton. It's called strike. Count goes 1-1. The only hit of the first inning for the Woodchucks was off the bat of Lofton. RBI single for him. Five-4 ball game here. Bottom of the second inning. Rivets lead the Woodchucks 5-4. That one's fouled back. Count goes 1-2. 2 outs here. Nobody on for Brandon Hickey. Coming on in relief of Evan Snyder. A 1-2 pitch up coming from Hickey to Lofton. Swinging and a miss in the dirt. The throw over to first for out number 3. So only 1 run comes across, and the Rivets hold on to the lead 5-4 going into the 3rd inning. back here at at Athletic Park. First pitch from the new pitcher, Everett Hurst, is a called ball. Count goes 1-0 for Kean O'Brien. He got a hit his last time up. New pitcher, Everett Hurst, number 28, righty, out of Sebring, Florida. Plays his ball at FIU. That one in there. Count now 0-2 for Kean O'Brien. Everett Hurst, 0-3 record on the year. Has not started a game. Played 8 games out of relief, 11.45 ERA, and 11 innings pitched. That one goes way off. Ball. 3 strikeouts on the year for Everett Hurst. 7 walks, 18 hits allowed. Last time out against Green Bay on July 2nd. Threw 1 inning, allowed 1 earned run, 2 runs total, and walked 1. That is going to be a foul ball there by Kean O'Brien. And as the Woodchucks are having to go into their bullpen early because of the forced substitution, the Rivets had to do the same. And if not for some good base running and some close calls for Brant Broussard, a nifty little play there for Alex Terrell as a ground ball went to him over at first. He scooped it and was a race to first with Kean O'Brien. He slid in there to get his foot on first for the force out. Corey right now up. He had 2 strikes against him, but he was able to get a walk on the full count pitch. Swung on right up the middle, go Corey Wright, get him a hit there. And that'll help him out as he's batting 147 on the year. I'm sure he's plenty happy with getting a single there with 1 out. And he's on first. Now Hal Hughes, who gave us a little web gem in the first inning, in the last inning, bottom of the second. Nice diving play over at third and throw over to first for the second out of the inning. First pitch is outside. Count now 1-0 for Hal Hughes, who last time up, he reached on the error fielder's choice, got an RBI. That one's on the outside. Count 2-0 for Hal Hughes. Dorenzo is going to run up and say a few words with Everett Hurst. And while they're doing that, top of the third here, 2-0 is the count. 1 out, 5-4 ball game. The Rivets lead the Wisconsin Woodchucks. Let's take a look at the standings right now. Overall standings, Madison Mallards on top of the South Division, 28-13. 2 games behind him, Kalamazoo at 25-14. Fond du Lac, 22-17. And then Lakeshore, 20-19. Battle Creek and Rockford, each at 500, 7.5 games back of the Mallards, but only a half a game out of 4th place. Fouled back there by Hal Hughes. Counts 2-1 for him with Corey Wright on first. That one's going to be looped up, and it's going to be 1. The throw for 2, safe over at first. So a fielder's choice there. And got Corey Wright running to second, but wasn't able to beat out Hal Hughes, who has good wheels. And he's on first now. Justin Walker now, he had a good hit. Swung on the first pitch he saw from De La Garza. Got a RBI single out to left field. First pitch is way outside. Count goes 2-0. Continuing through the lineup, it's Wisconsin Rapids, who the Rivets will play after this series. Only the second time this year that they'll see the rafters. Hal Hughes is going. The throw over to second, and got him over at second base for the final out of the inning. We'll be right back for the bottom of the third. Welcome back to here at Athletic Park. It is the bottom of the third inning. The Rivets lead the Woodchucks 5-4. 5-run top of the second. First pitch from Brandon Hickey to Zach DeLoach is a called strike. Count goes 0-1. 5 runs in the top of the second from the Rivets, 3 in the bottom of the first for the Woodchucks, and 1 in the bottom of the second. Called strike there, and DeLoach was not happy with that call. Really rolling his eyes at home plate umpire Michael Chuckerman. Nonetheless, count goes 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the outside of the plate. Misses, counts 1-2. Here's the 1-2, swung on, high fly ball. Backing up is Brock Martin, and coming forward to make the snag is Brock Martin for out number 1. Now Alex Terrell will make his way up. He walked his last time up against Snyder almost an hour ago. That his last at-bat came about. It was a 3:22. It's now 4:11. Breaking ball there. Count goes 1-0 as it misses off the plate for Terrell. That one way low. Mascarell behind the plate has trouble handling it. It goes all the way to the backstop. Count now 2-0. And Hickey sets and deals a 2-0. That one misses. Now it's 3-0. Big hitters count for Alex Terrell. Terrell on the season batting .222. University of Miami infielder. 11 RBIs as well. That one's on the inside on a 4-pitch walk for Hickey versus Swanson.
That's another Woodchucks walk that raises funds for KDRF, courtesy of Crystal Finishing Systems. Now batting for the Woodchucks
with 1 out
University, number 7,
and 1 on. It will be Cooper Swanson making his way up. Hit by a pitch his last time up. For Robert Morris University, Illinois. That's where Brandon Hickey played last year after a pickoff throw. Excuse me. 0-0 pitch coming to Swanson there. Misses just off the plate. Count 1-0. Brandon Hickey, yep. Just finished his junior year at Robert Morris, Illinois. .5'10", 175-pound lefty. Throws another ball there. Counts 2-0. He's thrown 6 straight balls. That one in there for a strike. Cooper Swanson not too keen on the call. But nonetheless, the count goes 2-1 with 1 out. It was a crazy ball game yesterday. The highlight was defensive, as the first triple play in Rivets history happened in the top of the 8th, and it was a clutch time for the Rivets to do it, as they had a 1-run lead and 2 were on, first and second with no out. Segal, the third baseman, fielded it, threw it to Kean O'Brien on second. He threw it to Parker Bates to finish it off, and another walk there as that one misses low and outside. And now a similar situation, except there's 1 out, but a runner on first and a runner on second. As definitely you can probably tell that one of the situations with Hickey making his debut for the Rivets this year, it's he doesn't know Mascarella very well. He hadn't even been with the team until just recently, and so it's really a hustle for Mascarella to get to know a new pitcher. That one misses the strike zone for Dominic DiRenzo. Count 1-0. Hickey didn't have much trouble hitting the strike zone in his first inning of work, 59% strike percentage. But this inning, it's 29%. The 1-0. On the inside of the strike zone. There's one. Counts 1-1 now. Runners on first and second. Bottom of the third inning here. 5-4. Rivets lead the Wisconsin Woodchucks. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, fouled back. Counts now 1-2. Hickey sets and deals. And the runner's going, swung on, and a nice play by Hal Hughes, and that's going to be a double play. Oh my word, Hal Hughes is a walking highlight reel. A line drive to Hal Hughes over at third. He snagged it, touched third, threw it across the diamond on the money for a double play. And we're going to see that one on the Northwoods pregame show tomorrow. Oh my goodness, no runs come across this inning. We'll see you for the top of the fourth. Justin Walker will lead us off here for the top of the fourth inning. Swings on the first pitch there. That one's fouled back. Count goes 0-1. Justin Walker's dad played for the Wisconsin Woodchucks back in his college days. Now Justin plays for the Rivets, obviously. Last time up, he singled to left field. He did get a chance to come to the dish last inning, but Hal Hughes was caught stealing. That cut his at-bat short. Gets a chance to finish it now. Everett Hurst with that ball outside. The last play to finish the last inning, it was absolutely bonkers. The runner on second was stealing third, so Hal Hughes was running over in anticipation of a throw from Mascarella to try and catch him stealing. Instead, the ball was shot to him. Hot ground ball. He picked it up, and while he threw his body back to get the ball that was screaming behind him. Snagged it, tagged first, and then was able to have the agility to throw over to first. And there's a pop foul out for Justin Walker. Has a good catch in foul territory by Brant Broussard, making his first start at third base today for the Woodchucks. Showing he can play that position just as well as he can play any other position on the infield. Brennan Reback now up 0 for 1 today after being hit by a pitch and striking out looking, swings and misses at that first pitch from Everett Hurst. He's behind 0-1. Top of the fourth inning here, 5-4. Rivets lead the Wisconsin Woodchucks. 0-1 count with one out and nobody on. Coming to Brennan Reback, goes high and outside. Counts now 1-1 for Reback. Now Hurst sets, 20th pitch of the day coming for him. Swung on, fouled back. And the count is now 1-2. That one low and in the dirt. Now the count is 2-2, one out, nobody on here. Top of the fourth inning. Took us a long time to get from the middle of the first to the end of the second. But since then, we cruised through that last third inning pretty handily. Swung on by Reback. It's going to be a high fly ball, and it should be DeLoach tracking that one down for out number 2 of this inning.
Now batting for the Rivets, number 6,
Brock Martin makes his way up, singled on an infield hard ground ball to the shortstop Nick Lofton. Last time up, struck out swinging his first time up. First pitch from Hurst to him. Called time, stepped out of the box, and he didn't get the time in, but luckily for him it was a ball anyway, so count 1-0. Swings on that one. It was inside, and he's not happy with himself that he swung at that one. Fouls it back. Counts 1-1. Here's a 1-1 upcoming. Before this game, fun time as a celebrity softball game between the Wausau Fire and Police Forces. Battled. The police team took it pretty handily, but fun nonetheless. As that one just off the outside of the plate. Count now even at 2-2 here. Not a bad way to spend your Sunday afternoon, watching some fun softball. And then watching some Northwoods League baseball. 2-2 swung on, fouled back. Count stays 2-2 here. 2 outs, nobody on. Trying to get a 1-2-3 inning is Everett Hurst. Last inning, a Corey Wright single was the only hit against him. A infield opportunity. Brant Broussard scoops it up, and it will be safe over at first. Terrell thought it was out as Terrell started to run off the field, but it will be an infield single to third base. The second infield single for Brock Martin of the day, as Broussard couldn't do much about it, as it took a short hop off the infield grass and it went way high up in the air, and Broussard had to wait for it to come down until he could do anything. So now 1 on with 2 outs here. Top of the 5th inning. Brock Martin. First pitch to Cade Bunnell goes high and outside. Counts now 1-0 for Bunnell. Bunnell on the day playing DH, or he is the DH. single to right field his last time up, struck out swinging. That one goes high. Count now 2-0. Everett Hurst, 30 pitches on the day for him now. Here's the 2-0. Swung on and missed from Cade Bennell. 2-1. Brock Martin on first with 2 outs here. 2-1 count to Bennell. Swung on, fouled that one back way out of the stadium over the left field bleachers here. Count now even at 2-2. Wyatt Mascarell on deck, got a double already today. He's a double machine with an only 13 games played this season. He has 4 already on his stat sheet. 2-2, swung on and missed in a strikeout to end the inning. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 4th. The Rivets lead 5-4 over the Wisconsin Woodchucks. Back here for the bottom of the 4th inning. A bunt for hit attempt right now, and it will be out for Peter On. On trying something new after he is near the bottom of this team in batting average with a 207 over 1 already today. So trying to do what he can to get on base. Struck out swinging his last time up. And that time the bunt just went a little too quickly to Brandon Hickey at home, and so it'll be a quick 1 out, or quick first out of the inning here, excuse me. Brent Broussard now 1 for 1 on the day. Singled his last time up on an infield single to his LSU teammate. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 now, 1 out here. Hal Hughes over there. Swing and a miss there from Brant Broussard. Hal Hughes seeming pretty friendly with the third base coach. Keeps on talking to him between every pitch, it seems like. And now an 0-2 upcoming to the LSU Tiger. Broussard. Swing right back, and it's going to get by the pitcher, Brandon Hickey. And I'm sure Hickey is not pleased with himself for not being able to get that one. He wanted it as he dropped his glove down just a hair too late. Wasn't even able to deflect it down and keep it in the infield. As Brandon Broussard's got some wheels, but maybe if you deflect that right to one of your middle infielders, you're able to get a chance for it. Instead, it will be another single for Brant Broussard. First pitch there. Misses. Count goes 1-0 for Alexiadis. Here's the 1-0. Broussard, a threat over there. On first on the base pass. Created his own run, really, last time up. As he stole second. Got to third on a play where you don't usually see a runner get to third, as it was a ground ball to the third baseman. He got froze at second by Hal Hughes. That one misses. Counts now 3-0. And Hickey in danger right now of putting 2 on, and the speedster Broussard in scoring position with 1 out. The 3-0 coming. That one misses, and it will be a 4-pitch walk for Brandon Hickey. Runners on first and second now with only 1 out.
Now batting for the Woodchucks from the University of Kentucky, number 31, Jaron Shelby.
Jaron Shelby up now. Showed some pop in the last couple games. 2 home runs yesterday. Northwoods League Player of the Night. First pitch to him. Misses. And another ball from Brandon Hickey. Brant Broussard only 4 steals on the year, but he has only played in 8 games. So 4 stolen bases in 8 games, not too shabby than the LSU junior. Right now, Jaron Shelby, State College of Florida sophomore, originally from Lexington, Kentucky. We'll see the 2-0 swung on. Check swing, but he fouled that one back and out of play. Count goes 2-1 now for Shelby. Bottom of the 4th inning right now. Runners on first and second with 1 out. 2-1 count upcoming to Jaron Shelby from Brandon Hickey. Here's the 2-1. Called strike. Jaron Shelby not too pleased with the call. Count goes even at 2-2. Good frame job by Wyatt Mascarella behind the plate. Here's the pitch, swung on, and that one is going to be back in left field, and it will be a home run for Jaron Shelby, a 3-run shot, and the Woodchucks have retaken the lead as that breaking ball was perfect for Jaron Shelby, and he shot it over the left field wall, and all of a sudden the Woodchucks are up 7-5 right now here at Athletic Park. Brock Martin was backing up there and used to the more pitcher-friendly confines of Rivets Stadium, where that ball might have stayed in the yard, but instead here with the shrunken outfield wall at Athletic Park, it ends up finding its way over the wall in left field, and 3 home runs in the last 2 days for Jaron Shelby now, trying to get himself maybe 2 straight player of the night player of the night for the Northwoods League awards. And as the first pitch to Nick Lofton is a ball, second pitch foul down the third base line. So 1-1 upcoming with 1 out here. Score now 7-5 Wisconsin over the Rockford Rivets. That one swung on, and in center field, a diving catch from Brennan Reback. And Hal Hughes has made some good defensive plays. Brennan Reback in the past couple weeks has also been a highlight reel. all over the field, and when you have some defenders like that, it takes away a lot of different opportunities for a defense. And you know, some of these games that the Rivets have scraped out in the past couple weeks maybe don't happen if not for those two guys and some other good defense across the board from the Rivets. First pitch misses to Zach DeLoach, the left fielder. Rivets are going to need to answer. Their only runs coming in the top of the second. They haven't been able to put anything across since then. And since the new pitcher, Everett Hurst, came in for the Woodchucks. Big swing and a miss there. Count goes even at 1-1. That one swung on, fouled back. Count now a pitcher's count at 1-2 for Brandon Hickey against Zach DeLoach, the Woodchucks batter. DeLoach on the year leads the team in batting average, batting .341. Texas A&M, 18 ribbies on the season for him. Jaron Shelby with that home run, 8 RBIs. That one's called strike on the outside corner for the final out of the inning. But the Woodchucks retake the lead. They're up 7-5 going into the fifth. YMS Grell will lead us off here for the top of the fifth inning. Swung on first pitch, and it will be a high pop fly. And it'll get down right into the glove of Alex Terrell for out number 1.
Now batting for the Rivets, number 15, Jacob Vanderwall.
Now Jacob Vanderwall making his way up 0 for 2 today, trying to continue his 14-game road hitting streak, push it to 15 games. 4th on the team in batting average with the .276 batting average. 13 ribbies, leads the team in doubles with 7. 2 triples for Vanderwall as well. First one to him there is outside. Count goes 1-0. 1-0 swung on. And a chance for the shortstop and a good pickup and throw from Lofton to get out number 2. So 3 pitches, 2 outs here for Everett Hurst. Quick work in the top of the 5th right now. As the man who has come in with an ERA of 11.45 and 3 losses has really shown up for the Woodchucks today. Through 2 2/3 right now, scoreless. First pitch swinging from Kean O'Brien. Foul down the third base line. Count goes 0-1 for the Kent State infielder. Looks like both bullpens have stuff going on in it. Swing and a miss there from Kean O'Brien. Count goes 0-2. Quite can't see who's working in the Rivets bullpen. Another lefty, most likely going to be taken over for Hickey, who I'll get you a final line if we confirm that it is his final inning of work. But thus far in the top of the 5th, a fly out for Mascarella, a ground out for Vanderwall. And now Kean O'Brien with 2 outs. Going to see a 1-2 pitch coming from Everett Hurst. 40th pitch of the day upcoming for Hurst. Time called as there's some movement over in left field. And seem like there's some movement, a couple guys either going to or coming from the bullpen in left field, kind of oddly situated here. And some coaches moving around over there. And here's the 1-2, misses outside. Count goes 2-2 now. That one swung on, foul back, so just staying alive is Kean O'Brien. 1 for 2 today with a ground out to first base his last time up, a single to left field as well. A 2-2 coming, 7-5 ball game. Woodchucks lead the Rivets here, top of the 5th, nobody on, 2 outs. Swung on and just fouled that one back. Thought for a second it might have been a drop third strike, which probably would have given a good chance for O'Brien to get to first. Instead, I believe Andrew Fabian's coming out and saying something to his catcher, making sure he's good to go after that foul ball. Took an awkward hop off of him. But it will be another 2-2 pitch coming. And now, Everett Hurst will set and try and get out of this inning in 10 pitches. And that one fouled down the third base line. Staying alive is Kean O'Brien. That bat got broken there, so Kean O'Brien is going to need to go get a new one. Hopefully they don't break too many more because this is a 4-game road trip for the Rivets. One of 2 true 4-game road trips. There are 4 straight days where the Rivets have road trips, but this is a 3-nighter, the longest that the Rivets are going to have this season. Teams like Wisconsin, teams like Battle Creek and Kalamazoo, they have really grinder ones. 6 days on the road sometime. That's going to be an awkward hop for the shortstop Lofton, and it's a difficult play that he's not expected to make, and it will go down as a hit. So 2 for 3 is Kean O'Brien. He's really been a good spark into this Rivets lineup.
Now batting for the Rivets, number 24.
And Everett Hurst now. will throw his 45th pitch to Corey Wright. Corey Wright last time up against this pitcher, Everett Hurst, he was able to single up the middle. First pitch misses. Count goes 1-0. So Everett Hurst had Kean O'Brien down to his last strike, but a gritty at bat from the Kent State infielder to hand it off to Corey Wright now and put some power in Corey Wright's hand with one on and with 1 on and 2 outs. That one slaps down in the bleachers, just out of play here. So Corey Wright will stay alive, 1 for 1 today. With that single his last time up, walked his first time up. Part of that rampage of scoring that the Rivets had in the top of the second, the only inning that they've scored in thus far. Meanwhile, the Woodchucks have scored in 3 out of 4 innings they've been up to bat. 3 in the bottom of the first, 1 in the bottom of the second, nothing in the bottom of the third, and 3 in the bottom of the 4, all coming off the swing of Jaron Shelby, a 3-run blast to left center field. A 1-2 upcoming to Corey Wright after he fouled his last one off. Everett Hurst sets some deals. Swing and a miss, and so Corey Wright will strike out, and very likely the last we'll see of Everett Hurst on the mound. Due up in the bottom of the 5th, it's Alex Terrell, Cooper Swanson, and Dominic Dorenzo. Don't go anywhere. It'll be a new pitcher for the Rockford Rivets. Dane Havman will make his debut. The second straight reliever to make his debut in a Rivets uniform this summer. Dane Havman, Texas Tech relief pitcher this year, sophomore out of Katy, Texas. First pitch he throws is in there for a called strike. Count goes 0-1. ERA this past season in his freshman year at Texas Tech was 11.12 in a handful of appearances, but pretty much used sparingly. It was a tough outing against Kentucky where he threw only 1 out and allowed 5 runs. That helped blow his ERA up quite a bit, but he did have a lot of good outings against smaller schools and just a couple of games that got away from him. And for the most part, he had only 5 appearances where he allowed a run. And in comparison, he had 9 appearances where he didn't allow a run, but when the runs came, they came in bunches. And as that one's fouled back, it's 1-2 right now for Havman to Alex Terrell. "14 appearances in total for him on the year. 3 saves as well for the Red Raiders. That one's off the plate. Count now 2-2 for Havman versus Terrell. Lefty stands 6'3", 245 pounds. Allowed 14 earned runs in 11 1/3 innings pitched. Oh, 0-1 record as well at Texas Tech. Just got here from the Collegiate World Series. Missed outside with that one. Count goes 3-2. First payoff pitch for Havman. Called strike 3, and Terrell didn't like it. He was getting ready to throw his bat, but a big strikeout to start off Havman's first appearance in a Rivets uniform this summer. Now Cooper Swanson making his way up. Walked his last time up, hit by pitch his first time up. And let's see what he can do this time around. The 0-0. Swung on first pitch, missed it. He's behind 0-1 now. It was a 3-1 count when another ball was thrown and he walked on that one. It was the first pitch. Has another swing and a miss there, and he's behind 0-2 now. It was the first pitch of his first at-bat that he got plunked by Evan Snyder. And now with his team in front by 2, looking to expand the lead. 7-5 ball game here. The 0-2 on the inside. That's a ball. Count goes 1-2 for Swanson. Swanson right in the middle of this team in terms of batting average, 222, 14 games played, 8 hits, 2 doubles, a home run, and 7 ribbies. 1-2 fouled back. Having 11 pitches already today. 1 strikeout of the first batter he saw, and now trying to get rid of the second batter he sees as well. Swanson batting 7th in this lineup. Lorenzo on deck, and On is in the hole. That one misses off the plate. Now the count's 2-2. Havman really working the zone right now against both of these batters. It was a 3-2 that he struck out Terrell on. Now it's a 2-2 for Cooper Swanson. That one misses high and away. Another full count coming for Dane Havman. Havman sets the payoff pitch as he kicks and deals. Swung on, high fly ball, and it's going to find its way out of play down the first base line. So Swanson staying alive there. Havman, a smart guy, majoring in mechanical engineering at Texas Tech. He did play 1 year at Hill College before transferring to Texas Tech. 4 starts at Hill College, 2 of which were complete games. 1 of those was a shutout. And that one is going to get by Hal Hughes. Cooper Swanson rounding for second. There will be a throw into second and a stand-up double for Cooper Swanson on that 3-2 pitch as it just crept by Hal Hughes over there playing third. So first hit against Havman now. That season at Hill College for Dane Havman, the reason that he got recruited to play at Texas Tech, 69 innings pitched, averaged 11.75 strikeouts per game. First pitch there is in for a strike. Definitely a power pitcher is the 6'3", 245-pound southpaw. Glances at Swanson over on second, the 0-1. On the inside of the zone, counts now even at 1-1. On the season at Texas Tech, he struck out 14 while walking 13. Only allowed 1 double all year at Texas Tech. Did not allow a triple, did not allow a home run. That one down Main Street for strike number 2. Counts 1-2 with 1 out. More action going on in the Rivets bullpen. Swung on, popped up, and it's going to get by Kean O'Brien, and Cooper Swanson will round third and go home. And he scores now 8-5 here at Athletic Park. Dominic Dorenzo with the RBI single there. And now Peter Ahn, the Michigan State Spartan, will round out the order. 0 for 2 today. He tried to throw down a bunt last time up and got out by just a little bit. Now the 0-0 coming to him. That one across the plate, called strike. Count goes 0-1. On, like I mentioned, bunt. Last time up, couldn't get on. Struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Dorenzo's going. No throw from Wyatt Mascarell. Called strike. Counts 0-2 with 1 out. Dorenzo still slid into second there, and pretty much the entire bottom half of that white uni is, from ribs down, is now covered in dirt. The 0-2 coming from Havman to On. That one's way outside, snagged well by Mascarella. Count goes 1-2. Peter On, second on the team in strikeouts, behind Reese Alexiadis. 28 on the day for him, or 28 on the season for him. And there's another one there, second of the day. Strikeout swinging from Alexiadis, the second of the inning and of the day for Havman as well. Brant Broussard, 2 for 2, making his way up now. 2 singles and a walk. Brant Broussard batting .310 on the year. This is his 8th game played. Got double-digit hits today, as well as scoring for the 4th and 5th time this season. First pitch in the zone. Count goes 0-1 for him. Bottom of the fifth right now, 0-1 count with 2 outs, 8-5 ball game. Dorenzo is on second after a RBI single and a steal. 0-1, swung on. Routine play for Kean O'Brien. Brant Broussard hustling it out, but not going to make it the third out of the inning. But it's 8-5 here at Athletic Park. We'll be right back to see if the Rivets have something in their bats here in the top of the sixth. I was just thinking of how I was going to fit that in the broadcast. But
you got someone on base, one on was batting. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, yeah?
Did that or not?
I don't think we did.
Now pitching for the Woodchucks from Georgia State, number 13, Trey Horton.
Debut.
Back to Woodchucks baseball.
Now batting for the Rivets, number 3, Cal Hughes.
Trey Horton is the new pitcher for the Wisconsin Woodchucks. He threw a strike in his first pitch, a ball in his second, and a fly out from Hal Hughes to center field to send it 1 up, 1 down. Thus far for Trey Horton. Trey Horton is out of Georgia State. Stands 6'1", 180 pounds, throws on the right side. Ackworth, Georgia native. This past season at Georgia State, as he's going to see Justin Walker next. 6.545 ERA, 0-1, 17 appearances on the year, and that's going to be a loop-in single from Justin Walker, who hits it a little oppo taco action, gets down in shallow left. And the second hit of the day for Justin Walker, who's had good success today. Continue with Trey Horton's stats now. It is 17 appearances, did not start a game, 22 and 1/3 innings pitched, and 20 strikeouts to 17 walks. 16 runs allowed, 17 runs allowed, 16 were earned. Now we got a pinch hitter coming right now. It's number 5, Parker Bates. He's going to pinch hit for Brandon Reback and finish off this game in center field, most likely. That one called strike. Count goes 0-1. I don't think I saw any sort of injury to Brennan Reback that would cause him to come out of the game. Maybe just not feeling it, or maybe Brian Smith pulled him out, or don't know what exactly the situation was. That'll be something to check on after the game. Nonetheless, after a pickoff attempt over to Justin Walker on first, an 0-1 coming from Horton to Bates, and he hit him. So Bates will get on in his first at-bat on the hit-by pitch. And Horton, after getting a leadoff out, has now put 2 on with 1 away. Now Brock Martin, who's 2 for 3 today. He's had a lot of success. Rivets have out-hit the Woodchucks. 9 hits to 6 by the Chucks, but just not being able to capitalize and bring guys home. Left the bases loaded. Top of the 5th. That one's up, and some chin music for Brock Martin. A tough loss for the Rivets yesterday. They won the game, but a tough loss in terms of the roster, as Brock Mathis, due to a family emergency, had to head home. His grandpa is sick, and no doubt he should be heading home to spend what time he can and enjoy his time with his family. And an unexpected kind of turn of events where two catchers that manager Brian Smith thought would be around all season are not, and the count's now 1-2 for Brock Martin with 1 out, 2 on. That one, check swing, appeal over to first base, said he went, so a swing and a miss. And now Cade Bunnell will come up with 2 on and 2 away. Runners on first and second here, top of the 6th, 8-5 ball game. The Woodchucks lead the Rivets. So yeah, it has been, you know, it's tough to see Brock Mathis go. I know he really enjoyed it here with the Rockford Rivets. He was really starting to hit his groove, and then, you know, all of a sudden things come up last minute, and a big swing and a miss there from Cade Bunnell. But tough to see him go, and luckily his dad had the opportunity to come up and is going to head back with him, and so got to see him yesterday. And now an 0-1 coming to Cade Bunnell. Misses high and outside, count 1-1. We're not going to see him today most likely, in case there's something freaky like an injury or something like that. But Logan Michaels has been brought on to replace, and perfect timing for him coming in, as you do need some sort of backup catcher, I assume, as that one went under the foot of Bunnell. Just jumped out of the way of that one. That one would not have felt good on the ankle. Count now 2-1, as the range for Trey Horton getting a little testy here. 2-1 coming. That one is up high. Justin Walker dives back into second. And actually that was a strike. Count is 2-2. That one, swing and a miss and a strikeout for Horton to finish off the inning. The Woodchucks still lead 8-5. We'll be right back. The new pitcher on the mound for the Rockford Rivets is Blake Marks. He throws his first pitch high and outside. Lewis University pitcher, 2.6 ERA for the Flyers this past season in his freshman year, 62 1/3 innings pitched, 6-4 record. First swing there against him is fouled away. Count goes 1-1 for Reese Alexiadis, 0 for 1 today, with 2 walks and a ground out. That one in the zone, called strike. Count now 1-2. Marks out of Gardner, Illinois, 6'4", 205-pound junior. Big righty. That one is called strike 3. And just like Lewis, getting it done with some Ks. 52 strikeouts on the year for him. No triples allowed. 12 doubles, 3 home runs. And 22 walks and 5 hit by pitches as well for the junior. That one goes outside. Count now 1-0. Started 10 games, appeared in 11. That one is going to be a tough one for Mascarella, as it got by him, but he's feeling a lot of pain right now, and you can tell he took off his glove and is batting it against his right leg right now. And so the 2-0 will come up now as Mascarella really trying to loosen it out. He has a big thumb guard taped to his thumb on his left hand, his catching hand. 2-0. That one hits Shelby, and Shelby will advance to first. And so Shelby adds to his good day today. So now one will be on with 1 out here. And Nick Lofton will come up with 1 away. First pitch is high and outside. Bottom of the 6th right now, 8-5. The Woodchucks lead the Rockford Rivets. 1-0 pitch upcoming, 1 out, and a runner on first. Shelby, a threat to steal over there on first. That one goes high and outside. Shelby, 3 stolen bases. He's been the leadoff man for the Woodchucks a couple times this year. 2-0. That one high and away, and so Blake Marks really struggling to find the strike zone right now. Misses with, hit with that one. And even I thought he missed that one. Looked a little bit high and outside. Called strike anyway. Count now 3-1. Nobody warming up at the Rivets bullpen, and that is a rare sighting today, as that one is on the inside, called ball. Count goes 4-1. Deloach will step up now. Deloach. Ground out, fly out, strikeout. Deloach playing left field for the Chucks today. And as Mascarella goes out and says a few words with his new pitcher, Blake Marks, a tough task for Mascarella today, as he's had to deal with 3 new pitchers in their first outings, and a lot to handle, as you know, not only are you learning them and their pitches, and getting to know them and getting them to trust you at the same time as that ball misses high and away, 1-0. At the same time, they're kind of trying to shake off the rust too, and it's hard to really see their full potential and know what pitch to call as Shelby's going. That one's inside. The throw over to second is a audacious throw over there by Mascarell. Luckily, Shelby wasn't able to capitalize, but a double steal there. Another ball. Counts 2-0. Runners on second and third now. Deloach, a switch hitter for the Woodchucks. Excuse me, he's a lefty. Lefty always has been. Texas A&M freshman will see the 2-0 upcoming. That one in the strike zone, called strike. 2-1 with one out. Mark sets up on the mound again. The 2-1 swung on and fouled back and out of play. Long pause from Marks on the mound. The 2-2 upcoming as Mark sets and deals. Swung on. That's a fly ball out to right field. Let's see if Vanderwall. He'll throw it all the way over to third, and that was a gun from Vanderwall, but it will be a sac fly for Zach Deloach. So put an RBI under his belt. And Lofton will advance to third as well. That sac fly does take away any more opportunities for sacrifices in this sixth inning. The Woodchucks now have continued their streak of scoring in every inning except for the third. First ball there misses high and outside. Count goes 1-0. That one in the zone. Count now 1-1. Alex Terrell at the plate. 0 for 1, 2 walks, and a strikeout looking. Lofton on third as that one misses. Count now 2-1. Lofton on third with 2 outs here. Bottom of the sixth inning. 9-5, the Woodchucks lead the Rockford Rivets. That one swung on, hot shot down the right field line, but just goes foul. Count now even at 2-2. That one off the outside of the plate. Count's going to go full now. The Woodchucks really have just seemed to have the Rivets number this year. The Rivets have, been pretty even with every team they've played, but it's seemed like the Woodchucks have always brought in their hottest bats when they played the Rivets. That one missed outside, and so Terrell's going to walk, put runners on the corners with 2 outs now here in the bottom of the sixth. It was the only win for the Rivets was a extra innings win. The last time the Rivets played here at Athletic Park, 10-8. Other than that, the Woodchucks have won every game that these two teams have played, and if they win here today, they clinch at least a tie in the season series between these two teams, as they'll take a 4-1 lead. Misses inside with the ball. Count goes 1-0 for Cooper Swanson. That one gets by. And we never really got that one. Got by Wyatt Mascarella. Never got a call from home plate umpire Michael Chuckerman. It looked like a strike, but the bobble by Mascarella, and never got the chance as he had to jump out of the way. And now he's not showing that one. Definitely a strike. And it was a ball. Counts 2-1. That second pitch was a ball. They got away from Mascarella. Looked pretty good, but just missed. That one swung on. High fly ball to center field. And it's going to go over the wall, and another 3-run shot by the Wisconsin Woodchucks here. Now they're up 12-5, all over the Rockford Rivets today. Cooper Swanson got all of that one to straightaway center field. Put it right where the American flag pole is out in the center. And the hitter-friendly park is really working for the Woodchucks today. The Rockford Rivets haven't really been able to put a good swing on a ball and get it even past an outfielder. As the Woodchucks, well, they have been able to do that. That 0-0 pitch is in the strike zone. Called strike. Count goes 0-1. That one fouled back. Count now 0-2 for Dominic Dorenzo. 1 for 3 today. 12-5 ball game right now here at Athletic Park. Woodchucks lead the Rivets. Nobody on, 2 outs. That one misses his own. Count goes 1-2. And that is 30 pitches for Blake Marks. Trying to get out of this inning, period. And nobody warming up in the bullpen. That one is fouled back. And count stays 1-2. Ever since that top of the second inning, in which the Rivets put up 5 runs, it has really been the Woodchucks putting on the gas and putting up 3 in the bottom of the first, 1 in the bottom of the second, nothing in the bottom of the third, and then in the fourth, fifth, sixth, they got 3, 1, and 4 respectively. 1-2 swung on. Hal Hughes with the chance at it over at third. He'll throw across the diamond for out number 3, but a 4-run inning, and the Woodchucks keep rolling. We'll be right back for the 7th. Why Mascarella will lead us off here in the top of the 7th. Last time he led off an inning, it was in the 2nd. And that resulted in a 5-run outburst, and the Rivets are going to need that and some right now if they want to get back in this game against the Wisconsin Woodchucks. That one swung on, and it's going to just be foul down the third baseline. Count now even at 1-1. Horton deals that one low. Count now 2-1 for Mascarella. That was his one hit on the day. He struck out and flied out as well. And that one's going to be a pop fly. And it's going to get out of play as Dorenzo, the catcher, I think was pretty confused about where that one was. Kind of just put his palms up and was asking for somebody to point it out to him. That one, Mascarella misses. Count now at 3-2. And now a big payoff pitch here for the leadoff batter of the 7th inning. Mascarella sees it, swings and misses. And he strikes out. And now Jacob Vanderwall will have what might be his last chance to keep his 14-game road hitting streak. Vanderwall, every road game he's played in, he has gotten a hit. That one on the inside. It's a ball. Hasn't even been able to get on base today. Strikeout, ground out, fly out. The 1-0. Swung on. That one will get down in the gap. And so Vanderwall, his road hit streak is going to be pushed to 15. And maybe if this outfield is a little deeper, Vanderwall has a little bit more to get to third base for a triple. And actually, if he gets into third base with a triple at all for the rest of the season, he sets the Rockford Rivets single season record for triples in a season with 3. But I'm sure he'll take a double there and something to maybe kickstart this dormant Rivets offense. That one in there for a strike. Count goes 0-1 for Kean O'Brien. 2 for 3 on the day is O'Brien. And this is a big time for him to get a hit. If there ever was a time, this one would be it. That one's going to be popped foul out of play. Count now 0-2 for Kean O'Brien, the Kent State infielder. Now here's the 0-2. That one off the plate, snagged well by Dominic Dorenzo behind the plate. Count now 1-2. 1 out here. The Rivets are out hitting the Wisconsin Woodchucks 10-7, but the score not in their favor, 12-5. That one on the inside. Kean O'Brien didn't think he was going to get that one called a strike, but it does get called a strike, and he goes down looking. Corey Wright now up. He's 1 for 2 with a walk, a single, and a strikeout swinging. That strikeout last time up came with 1 on and 2 outs. And now he has 1 on and 2 outs, and that one is going to be a fly out into the glove of the left fielder, Zach DeLoche. And we'll be right back after a little 7th inning stretch for the bottom of the 7th. Another new pitcher for the Rockford Rivets, as I think manager Brian Smith's just kind of going with a strategy of letting everybody get some innings in today and, you know, shake that rust off because there are so many guys making their debuts. Evan Snyder had a tough first, and then we saw Hickey go for 3, Havman go for 1, Marks go for 1, and that one is a foul ball. And an 0-1 count now. The new pitcher, Anthony Dahl, is out of Valdosta State, 1 appearance for the Blazers this past year. Misses with that one. Count goes 1-1. Last time, or in his 1 appearance, through 1 inning, allowed 2 runs, neither of them earned. That one swung on, and it's going to be a base hit for Peter On now, his first hit of the day. He's 1 for 4.
Now batting for the Woodchucks from LSU, number 5, Brant Broussard.
Now Brant Broussard making his way up, 2 for 3 on the day. Grounded out to second base his last time up. Anthony Dahl also spent his first 2 years of his college career at Arkansas. That one's right down the middle from him. Count goes 0-1. At Arkansas, as a freshman, he appeared in 10 games through 11 innings, 8.18 ERA, 1-1 record. But made the decision to transfer to Valdosta State. Anthony Dahl is a guy, a returner, was with the Rivets last year. That one swung on and missed by Broussard. Count now 1-2 for the LSU infielder. Dahl originally from Angleton, Texas. And an unsuccessful pickoff attempt there over to try and catch Peter on first. Count stays 1-2, 1 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. That one on the inside edge. Tried to frame it, did Mascarella. Didn't get the call. Counts 2-2. Anthony Dahl, originally from Angleton, Texas, 6'4", 195 pounds. Throws from the right side. Attended Brazos Wood High School. One of the favorite high school names I've seen. Swing and a miss there, and he gets his first strikeout. His career stats at Arkansas were 12 strikeouts and 5 walks. And now he'll see Alexiadis. He also hit 2 batters with pitches. Alexiadis 0 for 2 today. With 2 walks, a ground out, and a strikeout. Take another look at the Northwoods League scoreboard, as that one is in there for a strike. Final from Green Bay. Fond du Lac beats the Bullfrogs 7-6. Eau Claire beats Rochester 6-5. Already mentioned earlier in the broadcast. That one's on the inside, called strike. Count now 0-2 with 1 out and 1 on. Peter on first. Battle Creek beat Madison 7-1. Convincing win for the Bombers. Wilmar beat Bismarck 5-1. St. Cloud, they're up 5-1. That one misses just outside. Count now 1-2. Wilmar beating Bismarck 5-1 in the top of the 9th. So both first half champions. Very likely going to be 0-5 to start off this second half. Pickoff attempt over there. That was pretty close. But On gets in there just in time. St. Cloud beating Duluth 6-5. Lacrosse beating Waterloo 5-2. Kenosha beating Kalamazoo 3-2. Wisconsin and Lakeshore all knotted up at 0. And no score yet from Waterloo and La Crosse and Thunder Bay and Mankato. Another ball in there to Reese Alexiadis, counts 2-2. Alexiadis, the leader in strikeouts for this Woodchucks team. That one's going to be foul back. Count stays alive at 2-2. Alexiadis, even though he is the leader in strikeouts for this team, he's 4th on the team in batting average with a .277 batting average. The Pepperdine University outfielder has 1 home run, 12 RBIs on the year. That one shot back into the fence, another foul ball. Just getting enough of Anthony Dahl's pitches. And it's going to be another 2-2 pitch upcoming. Anthony Dahl's 15th pitch of the inning. Kicks and deals. That one misses outside. Count's going to go full. Back to some day games tomorrow. An early season kind of trend in Northwoods League. That payoff pitch goes high, and it will be a full count walk to Reese Alexiadis. And now Peter On is on the second. And Reese Alexiadis is on first. And for the second time today, Jaron Shelby will come up with 2 on. Last time he saw this situation, he smacked a home run to give the Woodchucks the lead. And now he's about to see the 0-0 with 1 out and 2 on from Anthony Dahl. That one swung on the first pitch, fouled away. Final from Denver, Colorado. Mariners beat the Rockies 6-4. Big fan of that one. 0-1. That one misses just a little bit high. Count is now even at 1-1. Tomorrow at 6:35 at Athletic Park. Join us here on the YouTube page or join the Northwoods League stream if you want to pay attention to the game. That one swung on, and that's going to be down in left field. It's going to get all the way to the fence. Alexiadis will boogie around and hold at third. On will score, and a RBI double with 1 out from Peter On. And now Nick Lofton, the number 4 batter in this lineup, will come up with 1 out and runners on second and third. That game tomorrow at Athletic Park, 6:35. Called strike there. Count goes 0-1 for Nick Lofton. Probable pitcher for the Rockford Rivets, Jimmy Burnett. 0-1 record on the year for him. That breaking ball misses the zone by just a little bit. Counts even at 1-1. And for the Wisconsin Woodchucks, the probable pitcher is Greg Dunham, who's 1-0 on the year. Ball there. Count goes 2-1. Greg Dunham, Salem, Ohio native. This year, 2.0 ERA in 2 games started, 9 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts. And there's a ball there. Counts now 3-1 with 1 out, and Dahl threatening to load the bases here with 1 out. That one is going to be a high fly ball. Parker Bates in center field comes and snags it, but Alexiadis over at third will hold. Just a little too shallow for a sacrifice fly opportunity. Now Zach Deloach coming up to the plate. Deloach 0 for 3 today. First time seeing Anthony Dahl on the mound. Deloach, the one of three Woodchucks that have not been able to get a hit today. He does have 2 RBIs, however, and 1 strikeout. First pitch there on the inside. Count goes 1-0. 2 outs here. Runners on second and third. 13-5 ball game here. That one is hit, and Bates is backing up, and Bates will snag it for the final out of the inning. We'll be right back for the 8th. It's 13-5, the Woodchucks over the Rivets.
Don't forget to stop on down to the Woodchucks website located on
After the first pitch that Hal Hughes saw here in the top of the 8th was a ball, it's going to be a hit for Hal Hughes. And he gets into first base after slapping a grounder that goes right by his LSU teammate Brent Broussard. So he's on with a leadoff single. That one is high for Justin Walker. Jaywalk, good day for him, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. That one outside, now 2-0. So Hal Hughes on first. It's going to need to be a big rally by the Rivets if they're going to want to get back in this game even. They still are out hitting the Woodchucks. That one on the inside edge, 3-0 from Trey Horton. Some casual warming up starting in the Woodchucks bullpen. 3-0 coming to Jaywalk. He's going to get a hit. That one is going to get by the second baseman, Peter On. And so the 3-0 pitch. Jaywalk has the green light. He's 3 for 4 today. So 2 straight singles to start us off here. And maybe it's time those warm-ups in the Woodchucks bullpen get a little more serious. A lot of room to work with as an 8-run comeback is rare, but not unheard of, and a big swing and a miss there from Parker Bates to start off his at-bat. Coming on to pinch hit for Brennan Reback. His last at-bat was his first one when he came into pinch hit. That one is outside. Count now 1-1. Now the 1-1, swung on, fouled back. 12 hits on the day for the Rockford Rivets, but it just has been a lot of coming up short in terms of getting those runners home. And I'm sure Brian Smith is hoping that this isn't another one of those situations. The 1-2 swung on, and it's going to be dribbled, and a chance, and it will be a hit on the infield as Broussard tried to come up, and it would have been a heroic play from the LSU third baseman, but it was just enough of it from Parker Bates, and the bases are now loaded.
Number 6, Brock Martin.
Brock Martin 2 for 4 on the day. Take a look down the Rivets lineup, and a lot of guys have had really good days. Martin 2 for 4, Kean O'Brien 2 for 4, Justin Walker 3 for 4. Everybody has a hit today, and the fact of the matter is that's a rare thing, and when that happens, you expect to win or at least put up more than 5 runs. That one away. Second ball of this at-bat. Bases loaded for Brock Martin. No outs here. And one of those big opportunities where that one will be a base hit. Brock Martin will score 1. And so an RBI single for Brock Martin. And the bases stay loaded for Cade Bunnell coming up now. Bunnell 1 for 4 today with an RBI, but 3 strikeouts as well for the Indiana Hoosier. And we're going to see a pinch hitter, actually.
Pinch hitting for the Rivets, number 25, Parker Kelly.
It'll be Parker Kelly, who is near the bottom of this squad. Actually last on the squad in batting average with an .063 batting average. But he has drawn 8 walks as well, so he does have a pretty good on-base percentage. But Cade Bunnell's day is done. He will DH no more. And maybe we see Kelly go into play on defense as well, but that is yet to be determined right now. It is a strategic choice made by Brian Smith to put him in the game to bat. That one misses the zone, counts 1-0. Maybe it's because he has such a good eye, and it's been shown this inning that Trey Horton has had a hard time finding the strike zone and then has left pitches in there for that guys can do something with. Another one that misses, counts 2-0. Bases loaded here, 13-6. 1 run across this inning, the first time the Rivets have scored since the 5th inning. And now it will be a visit from one of the coaches for the Wisconsin Woodchucks. It doesn't look like he'll make the nod to the bullpen quite yet, but with a 2-0 count against Parker Kelly, definitely probably his last chance for Trey Horton. Horton, like I mentioned, .063 batting average, but an on-base percentage of just a hair under 400, or a hair under 500 at .464, slugging percentage .063, just like his batting average. But that on-base percentage is probably the reason why he got the nod right now. He got plunked 2 times against Wisconsin the last time up. last time he played, which was July 5th. And a big chance for him now with the bases loaded. The 2-0, that one's in the dirt. Count now 3-0 for Parker Kelly. Walker on third, Bates on second, Martin on first. That one misses, and it will be a walk, and you got to think that that might be the end of the day for Trey Horton on the mound. A 4-pitch walk there, and no coaches are coming out yet. But as Wyatt Mascarella, who has a home run in this ballpark, comes to the plate, no doubt he's swinging for the fences, and right when Mascarella gets into the batter's box, Andrew Fabian comes out and makes the sign to the bullpen. And it is time for a new pitcher when they throw their, or as they throw his warm-ups. We will take a break. We'll be right back to bring you some more baseball. Back here at Athletic Park, and Lenny Guizdala, the closer for the Wisconsin Woodchucks, will come on now. And not a save opportunity, just missed it by one batter. If one more run came across, it would be a closing situation or a save situation for Guizdala, but instead it's mainly to get him some reps since he hasn't played since July 4th. Swing and a miss there. There was one game, one time where a run has come across on Guizdala's watch, and it wasn't his run to give up. He came on with no outs and a runner on third at Wisconsin Rapids. But since then, that's the only time a run has come across. That one hits the strike zone. Count now 0-2, but with no outs and the bases loaded for Wyatt Mascarella, 1 for 4 today. A big opportunity for the Rivets to make this a ball game again. 2 have already come across. One swing of the bat could change this game. But Guizdala has not allowed an earned run this year. That was a check swing, called ball. Count 1-2. lefty from Northwood University, 5'11", 185 pounds. 10 appearances, 6 saves, 9 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts, 5 walks, and a wild pitch there by Guizdala. And everybody will advance, and Guizdala shakes his head as it's not his run, but a rare sight to see a run, period, come across when Lenny Guizdala is on the mound. Count is now 2-2. Bates scores on that one. Martin advances to third. Kelly advances to second. A 2-2 upcoming, long time from Guizdala on the mound. And here's the 2-2 to Mascarella. That's going to be high and outside. Count now full for Mascarella with a runner on second and third. The 3-2 pitch coming. That one swung on, and Mascarella stays alive, fouls that one back. The opposing batting average against Guizdala is 250. The opposing batting average is 100. The opposing on base percentage is 250. A whip of 0.89 for the Northwood University Junior, Bay City, Michigan. And that one's inside, and he's going to walk Mascarella and reload the bases for Jacob Vanderwall. Now, all of a sudden, this game gets interesting because a tying run is on deck, essentially, and there is no outs here in the top of the eighth. And hopefully you cleared out your schedule for this day because it's a long one. We're at 3 hours right now, and unless we see something crazy, this could get messy for the Woodchucks. That one on the inside misses. Count 1-0 now. Hitters count to start off Vanderwall's 5th at-bat of the game. He has a 15-game road hitting streak because he got a double his last time up, almost a triple. 1-0 on the inside, called ball. Counts now 2-0. 10th pitch of Guizdala's outing coming. Now, if Mascarella on first is able to get home, that is the first run that will be scored against him. That's one is high, and now 3-0, and Guizdala threatening to walk a man home after he already had a wild pitch that got one home. Brock Martin on third, Parker Kelly on second. Hasn't done much with his wheels this year, so don't really know what would happen on a base hit. The 3-0. That one's going to be high and inside, and he's going to walk a run home, and the tying run will come to the plate. Brock Martin scores. It's a 13-9 ball game here. 14 hits for the Rockford Rivets today, but they've only scored 9 runs. 9 runs for the Wisconsin Woodchucks, and they've scored 13 runs. So a little bit of interest there. And now Kean O'Brien, who's 2 for 4 today, will come up, and after 2 straight walks, Guizdala puts that one right down the pipe and says no more messing around. And after a 4-pitch walk there, it's 13-9 right now. That one misses low and in the dirt. Count is 1-1. 13-9 ball game here. Bases loaded. 1-1 count. No outs. Kean O'Brien 2 for 4 today at the plate. Swung on. Fouled that one back. Count is now 1-2. Mascarella, who is on second right now, not only represents a run that could put it within 2, but also represents a threat to be Guizdala's first run of the year scored against him. the 1-2 upcoming. That one's fouled back. And you're seeing a lot of gritty at-bats from these guys. Vanderwall, not so much because he just had 4 straight balls thrown to him and he held off and was able to get to first. But Mascarella fell behind with 2 strikes early and was able to foul off enough pitches to get the ball count up to 3 and held off. Another 1-2. That one's going to be hit out into center field, and it should be enough to score Parker Kelly from third, and it will be. We got both teams in double digits now, but the first out of the inning, and a big weight off of Guizdala's shoulders now, as he has the chance to work with no runners on third for the first time today. Vanderwall stays at first. Mascarella stayed on second on that one. 13-10 ball game here at Athletic Park, making it real interesting. First pitch swinging from Corey Wright, and that's going to be an infield fly. And a critical out number 2. Now no sacrifice opportunities, as well as no double play opportunities. And
Number 3, Hal Hughes.
And now Hal Hughes makes his way back up after the Rivets for the second time today have gone around the order. Swinging first pitch. That is going to get over the head of Peter on. Wyatt Mascarella rounding to go home, and safe at third and safe at home and safe at second. Mascarella, the first time that a run has been scored against Lenny Guizdala this year. His first earned run. And it just got over Peter on. He jumped high into the air there. And now more trouble, tying run at second. It'll be scored as an RBI single there. And Hal Hughes able to get to second. Now Jaywalk at the plate. Vanderwall got to third. Hal Hughes, smart base running, got himself to second. Swing and a miss there. Count even at 1-1 now against Jaywalk. Jaywalk, his last time up earlier this inning, singled to right field. That one's high, counts now 2-1. On deck for the Rivets is Parker Bates, the leadoff man. But first, Justin Walker with 2 outs and a runner on third, a runner on second, and a 13-11 ball game. That one's going to be swung on high. Pop up, and Terrell will catch that one. But it makes it interesting. 13-11 here going into the bottom of the 8th. Do not go anywhere. In a game of many pitchers for the Rockford Rivets, it seems fitting that there should be another one right now. And in a and the first pitch that the new pitcher, Corey Wright, throws is taken by Alex Terrell out to left field into the glove of Brock Martin for out number 1. It's got really interesting here last inning, ladies and gentlemen. The Rivets kind of were dead in the water after the second inning, and 6 runs last inning off of good hitting, a little bit of accuracy troubles from the pitching, and breaking through on the almost impeccable Lenny Guizdala. First earned run of the year for him. And now the Rivets are going to need a little more offense in the top of the 9th. But a cardiac kid-type performance here in that 8th inning, showing some guts. That one swung on, taken out to left field, and Brock Martin under that one again. That one off-speed pitch out there, and it kind of seemed like Cooper Swanson just got ahead of that one, and Cooper Swanson with a home run today. A little, one of those where you hit it pretty hard, you don't really get the perfect contact to it. So 2 flyouts already today in 5 pitches. Dominic DiRenzo up now. Single in his 3rd at-bat. Got out all of his other at-bats. That one in the dirt. Count goes 1-0. Corey Wright, yeah, you might have remembered he's been batting today as well. One of 2 Rockford Rivets that you'll see on the mound and at the plate. That one's going to be a ground ball. And the first shutout inning, Corey Wright since the 3rd inning for the Woodchucks, and all the momentum's with the Rivets right now. The top of the 9th coming up, 13-11. Don't go anywhere. Last chance for the Rivets. First pitch from Lenny Gwizdala in the top of the 9th inning is fouled back by Parker Bates. Last chance for the Rivets now, after this has been a up and down and gutty performance here late in the game. A 6-run top of the 8th. That one goes high in the zone. Counts now even at 1-1. Parker Bates, last time up, singled on the infield. It was one of those that just got the perfect contact off his bat, and he was able to get an infield single out of it and advance all the runners. That one swung on, carried out to left field, or right field, excuse me, and it just goes foul for Parker Bates. Just pulled it, and that might have been a 1-run game. He pulls that just a little bit to the left. Instead, foul ball, counts 1-2. Nobody on here, nobody out. Parker Bates at the plate, 1 for 1 on the day. 1-2 count upcoming from Lenny Gwizdala, the typical closer who has worked himself into a situation that would typically be a close if a new pitcher came in. Swing and a miss there, and Gwizdala gets the first out. Like I mentioned, though, he did come in last inning in a situation that wasn't a save opportunity, and if you don't come in a save opportunity, you can't magically make it turn into a save opportunity. Now he's going to see Brock Martin, who's had a really good day today. 3 for 5 is the Texas Tech Red Raider. 3 singles. First pitch to him is a ball. Count goes 1-0. Gwizdala hasn't done work since the 4th of July game against the Rivets, where he picked up the save. Swing and a miss there from Brock Martin. A lot of this might be the fact that he's playing originally, to get him out of the jam, but also a situation where they didn't want the Rivets to creep back into it. Unfortunately for the Woodchucks and Gwizdala, it was a situation that got a little more out of hand, but Gwizdala likely coming in helped control the damage a little bit. Called strike on the outside corner. The 1-2 coming from Gwizdala. 1 out, nobody on. That one, just enough contact. It's going to bloop and get down and get by the right fielder, Swanson. Brock Martin's going to get all the way to third. And he's going to hold at third. And a single, and it will be an E9 that will advance him all the way to third. Wow. He's standing up on third there. And now Parker Kelly, his fellow Texas Tech Red Raider, represents the tying run at the plate now. So Cooper Swanson just overran it to the point where it doinked right at his feet and got by, and that first pitch is inside. Count goes to 1-0 now for Parker Kelly. Last time up, Kelly walked. He's so good at that. An on-base percentage of just under 500. That one on the outside edge. Another ball. Count goes 2-0 for Kelly. Only 1 hit on the year for Kelly, but he scored 6 times because of his ability to get on base. 9 walks on the season. That one swung on. It's pretty good contact, but way foul. And now a 2-1 here. Top of the 9th inning, 2-1 count, 1 out. Brock Martin on third. It's a 13-11 game here. Last chance for the Rivets, tying run at the plate. That one in the strike zone, now all even at 2-2. Gwizdala on the mound. Probably one of his longest outings of the season, as he's going to be at 35 pitches right now in his 2nd inning of work. That one swung on from Kelly, and it will get into the glove of Alexiadis. And it's a 1-run ball game, so it will end up as a sac fly. Wyatt Mascarella is the last, Jacob Vanderwall is the last I don't even know what's going on right now. It is Wyatt Mascarella coming up. He's the last chance for the Rockford Rivets after that sack fly.
For the Rivets, number 7, Wyatt Mascarella.
Guizdala, another run that's going to, I believe, go down as an earned run. That one goes low and inside, first pitch. Wyatt Mascarella, right now with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. One swing, and it could be game over or game anew. And a 1-0 now to Mascarella. Swung on, and a high fly ball, and if it's caught by the center fielder, Alexiadis, it will be ball game. And so a dogfight here in Wausau, Wisconsin, as the final score is 12-13, and with that score, or with the win, the Woodchucks have clinched at least a tie of the season series between these two teams. Tune in tomorrow at 6:35 to see if the Rivets can claw their way back into the season series and maybe get a tie out of it in the end. But right now, a 4-1 lead in the series, and the kind of cold streak that the Rivets have been in the last week or so continues, and coming up just short of the comeback, 13-12 final here at Athletic Park. Thank you all for joining us. A total of 6 total pitchers pitched for the Rivets. 4 pitchers for the Woodchucks. A crazy one, 13-12 final. The Woodchucks defeat the Rockford Rivets. We'll see you tomorrow night at 6:35. My name is Scott Gladstone. Get riveted and have a good night.